Hey guys, what's up? Chris here. Today is currently October 2nd, 2020, and this is the first day of our cross-country road trip in the Subaru Legacy back there in the channel 683 horsepower Subaru Legacy and the Pacifica that's out front right now. This will be the first official video for the entire road trip series. Now this video is gonna be more of a prep video, telling you guys about how we got ready for the trip, what we did leading up to today, and then once we end this vlog, it'll then start the first day of us driving from here to South Haven, Michigan, to go to Grid Life Midwest Festival, Grid Life Midwest tomorrow morning. A lot of prep, a lot of time, and a lot of effort went into getting the Legacy to where it is right now to get it ready for the road trip. Now, yes, getting it done for SEMA was a huge step, and that was amazing, but the car wasn't done when it was at SEMA. We still have to take it back home, we still have to tune it and do a bunch of smalls. You guys have seen those videos, you guys saw those updates, and since then, Cody's had the car for quite some time, and he's been doing a ton of small updates for the car. We've been installing a ton of small bits here and there for the car, and really just getting it ready for this insane cross-country road trip. Now, some of the stuff that we're prepping for the road trip, we went and hit up Rotiform, our good friends over at Rotiform, and our good friends over at Toyo. You guys know those go hand in hand. You got wheels, you need tires, you got tires, you need wheels. So we hit up Rotiform and we said, hey guys, we're about to drive across the country and back with like -8 degrees of camber, give or take, with, you know, we still have a good amount of contact, but anyway, we're gonna be doing so much driving. Is it possible for us to get a spare set of wheels just in case? I trust and love the LVS-M's, we're gonna be just fine, but just in case, for this entire trip, we have a ton of just in cases planned. So we asked Rotiform that, and they got back to us and said, we got you, Chris, we got your back, we'll have you covered. And they sent over a set of cast KPS wheels in black in a slightly different offset for our car. We also went ahead and got some spacers, some hub-centric spacers, that if we need to run the spare Rotiforms, we can go ahead and put those hub-centric spacers on, and we'll be okay if we have two. Knock on any, I guess this is a tree too, so it's wood. Knock on wood that we don't need them, but if we need to run the spares, we can put those hub-centric spacers on, and we can throw those spares on, God forbid anything happened to these wheels. So shout out to Rotiform, thank you so much for hooking us up with those. And also Toyo tires, we told them, like, what if we get a flat? What if something happens? Do you guys have our back? Toyo came right back and said, yeah, we got you, Chris. We know this is gonna be a cool project, we got your back. So Toyo sent over some proxies for the Legacy, and they also sent over a spare for the minivan as well, which is awesome. So we got 5 tires from Toyo. We have 2 tires, 2 of the proxies on the Rotiform KPS wheels ready to go. And then we also have 2 spares, 2 spare tires if we need to replace one of the tires on the LVS-M's, and then 1 spare tire for the minivan as well. God forbid we need to change that out. So it's a big shout out to Rotiform and Toyo. We went and got those mounted a few weeks ago over at Troy's. We'll insert a clip here when we went up there, got those mounted, and also picked up the carbon fiber lip that we had repainted and refixed. So I don't know when you guys will see this clip, but this is one of the first official road trip prep days for the big road trip. We have some parts in here that we just picked up from Subaru, spare axles, spare parts, spare nuts and bolts, new washers, washer blades for the Legacy, a bunch of ATF, suspension bits, backup cameras in that box, and also we're here over at Troy's Auto Body up in New York, we're close to where we live, and we are getting our spare set of Rotiforms and Toyo Tire Proxy Sports mounted up and balanced for the Legacy. And we're also picking up some other parts you guys will see over there, the lip for the Legacy, and some parts for Cody's car as well. Today's the day before H2O, actually. If we could show you guys here. Today's the day before H2O, before we leave for H2O, Tuesday the 22nd. And we're doing road trip prep instead of H2O prep because I'm bringing the van down to H2O again. Not bringing the Legacy, but shout out to Rotiform as well. They gave us 2 spares of these awesome KPS wheels right here. They're a different offset than our wheels, but we have spacers just in case we need to run these. These are awesome one-piece cast wheels. Big shout out to Rotiform. These are gorgeous. Also, I love the black finish. Like, I don't want to have to run these because this is like just in case if something goes wrong, but I kind of want to see how they look on the car. And then of course, also shout out to Toyo. They hooked us up with spares for the Legacy and also a spare from the minivan as well. So make sure you guys support Toyo, support Rotiform if you guys need wheels. If you guys need tires, Toyo and Rotiform are the only ones you guys should be going for. They're supporting us on this road trip, so I hope you guys can support them as well. This is the first real road trip prep kind of day. Cody's been working on the Legacy, but I haven't done much for it because I can't really do much. So shout out to Troy's also as well. Shout out to Rotiform and Toyo. Road trip's coming up in a little bit over a week. Almost 10,000 miles on both cars. It's coming, it's getting close. After we had that, Cody got the car for a little while again, and he gave the car a lot of TLC. We put in props under the hood instead of having to hold up the hood with a broomstick or with anything that we had lying around the shop or Cody's garage. We now have hood raisers or hood props, sorry. We have hood raisers too. We have hood props under the hood, so that way Zach, if something goes wrong, he can work on it without me having to hold the hood up over him. We threw in a STI 6-speed shift knob, something small like that. We had the door kickers. We need to replace those. Cody replaced those door kickers so the doors stay open and they're not a pain in the butt anymore. We made the engine bay look a little bit cleaner. He hit our ABS module. He got our new fender liners in and zip tied so they stay there. He got the windshield wipers back on. We had those off for SEMA. We got new arms, new wipers. We got those on. Also, luckily, Optima had our back as well. They sent over a battery charger and kind of tender that we could use along the trip if we need to charge our battery at all, or for some reason we need to keep it on tender, or if we can't keep it on tender and think that. They sent over one of their kits for that. So shout out to Optima. They're our battery sponsor for the car. I want to thank Optima as well for having our back during this trip. Cody also in the meantime installed the Blackview cameras, because Blackview is the lead sponsor, one of the lead sponsors of this trip. Actually, they sent us a bunch of Blackview pens. He's got their dash cams, their DRX 900 or the DR 900X dash cameras in the minivan. So we have 4K and 1080 cameras inside and outside of the minivan for protection and for footage as well. We're going to be actually using that footage in the vlogs. And Zach right now is actually putting in the DRX 900 or the DR 900X dash cameras in the Legacy as well. So we'll have dash cameras for protection and footage in that as well. And one of their LTE module cameras as well, which we'll talk about soon. We'll have the dash cameras in there. And also small things like mounting the radar to the mirror, so you don't have that suction cup to the window or whatever. Those are going in the car right now. That's what Zach is doing right now before we leave for the trip. As you guys can see, it is drizzling and it is raining right now, so we did prep and just get like a little air filter for that, a little rain guard air filter for our turbo since it's right up front. Cody also took all the stickers, all the livery off the car from SEMA, so there's no more stickers on the side doors or on the rear windshield. For the trip, we just wanted to look as natural as possible and make sure we give homage, obviously, to the main sponsors making this trip happen. And then we also want to see how the car looks without all the stickers from SEMA. Obviously, I want to thank all the sponsors that made it happen. We'll put some stickers back on the car after the trip and whatnot. We'll probably put a few Blackview stickers actually on the car, you guys will see. And if you guys saw on Instagram, we also got our Thule XT-XXL on the minivan. It's literally the biggest oversized overhead cargo that they offer, and on the van it looks small. It's actually used, so we're gonna use that for storage, and then obviously we still have to load the van. The van is our support vehicle coming with us on the entire trip. Inside here will be all our goodies, all our tools. Here's the van spare tire from Toyo. We have a spare lip for the Legacy as well. Oh, I heard the Blackview camera talking to us. Look, we have the Blackview cameras here, and then there's two in front as well. This will be the main support vehicle for the trip. Super stoked. Blackview camera, bye-bye. And then obviously we want to make sure we're prepared, so we have all of our gloves from Grease Monkey Gloves. Shout out to Grease Monkey Gloves. We're going to be giving those out on the trip and also using them on the trip. We have, I think, 20 terabytes in hard drive storage, 2 SSDs to work off of, and then some regular hard drives to store. We have all of our Meguiar's product. All this Meguiar's product we're going to be using during the trip to keep the car clean and let you guys know about some of their products as well, since they are a massive sponsor of the trip. We have a tent. We have spare keys. We have blankets. I went to Walmart the other day. I grabbed snacks and oil and some other things we might need. We have 2 spare Spec B axles, one front, one rear for the trip. Gas tank. We have 2 jump packs for the car. We have splitters and inverters for be able to plug in multiple AC outlets. We also have another thing that an AC adapter, whatever, that has plugs in it, so we can charge our laptops. We got jack stands. We got jacks. Oil filters and oil. Zach's got all his tools. We bought a bunch of spare parts. We have a cooler as well for some camping nights if we want some beers or anything like that, or something we want to keep cold. If it's really hot, I want to keep the 8mm film. We'll keep it in this cooler we picked up for the trip as well. We also have some Meguiar's products we're going to throw in the car before we leave, because we want to make sure the car is road trip ready. So we have the Meguiar's hybrid ceramic wax that we're going to apply to the car before we leave. We're going to hope the rain stops a little bit off, or we'll just do it underneath the tent. We'll dry the car off and put it on underneath the tent, because we want to make sure the car is safe and secure for the trip, and also to make it washes a little bit easier too with the hybrid ceramic wax. We'll tell you a little bit more about that in a second. Actually, let's go do that now. Before we leave on the road trip, we want to make sure we are prepared for the road trip. We want to make sure the Legacy's paint and the Legacy itself is prepared for going on this almost 10,000 mile journey it's going to go on. And obviously this was an expensive paint job. We want to care for the paint job, and we're going to do that with just this, the Meguiar's hybrid ceramic wax. This is the liquid version. It's very easy to apply. It's very easy to use. It also looks cool, but don't drink it, because that's not what it's for. So it's very easy to install. Step 1. Step 2 is you're just going to be opening up the ceramic wax bottle, and you can put it on your car. If you have a pad, you can put it on the pad. We're just going to put it on a clean microfiber here. These are the Meguiar's microfibers. And we're just going to put a few drops on our microfiber here, and then we're going to spread it around on the Legacy's paint. We're going to go like panel by panel at a time. So we'll take our fender here first. We'll put it around here. and we're just gonna kind of pass over the car. We're gonna pass over the panel. We're tackling this whole panel at once, just to make it a little bit easier, and then we'll do panel by panel so we know what we have. It'll leave like a slight coating you'll see on the car, but that's totally fine. We're gonna take care of that in a minute. So first, we just wanna make sure we cover the entire panel and our microfiber's not picking up any dirt or anything like that. But while we're letting this sit, we're gonna go and move on and do some other panels. And then once everything's pretty much done, we're gonna come back with a clean microfiber, not the one we just used. We're gonna come back with a clean microfiber and wipe this off the car. And literally, that's it. So we've let the coating sit for about 3 to 5 minutes. Now Zach is taking a clean microfiber and wiping off the coating. You guys can see those streaks and the haze a little bit is going away as he wipes it. And underneath that is going to be our new Meguiar's ceramic hybrid wax. That's gonna keep the car nice and clean. It's gonna protect our paint, and it's also gonna make washing this car 1,000 times easier. And when it rains, the water is just gonna bead right off. Go ahead and check out Meguiar's website. The link will be down below. You can see where you guys can pick up this product for yourself. But let's get back to the vlog. So that was pretty much the last thing we needed to do. The car is pretty much road ready. We have a few more things to put in the van. We're gonna put our camera equipment in the back seat of the Legacy. Yes, we have it covered with moving blankets so we don't ruin the Alcantara or anything like that. But we're pretty much good to go. We're gonna start our road trip from here in New York, and now we're gonna go to our first stop over in Michigan. We'll update you guys on that. We have about a 12-hour drive. That's gonna probably be 13 and a half with stops and food. So I'm excited to get this thing on the road. It runs, it drives, the air ride works, it runs how it's supposed to. The sun came out, it's not raining anymore. I got my friends, we're gonna have a good time. And oh, we gotta pick up Zach on the way. Zach, you guys will see the other Zach in a second. But we're gonna get on the road, we're gonna finish packing up the van, and the next time you see us, we'll be on the road, or we'll be through one of the Blackview dash cams, because we have one of those in the car that's gonna act like a, we're gonna use it as like an in-camera car as well, or in-car camera as well. We have our entire route mapped out turn by turn. We have our stops, we have our Airbnbs, we have our hotels, we have the trips that we wanna stop at, the collaborators we're gonna stop at, all mapped out. We got all those planned out and timed out. COVID tests planned out along the way, because obviously we're still in that. Oh, Sebastian just got here. It's Sebastian. Sebastian's here. Sebastian's my co-pilot for the trip. And then you'll meet Zach and the other Zach and Ash, Sebastian's girlfriend, a little bit, and then my girlfriend later in the trip, if she wants to be in the vlogs. But it's gonna be a crazy road trip. We have everything prepped. We've been prepping. We've been doing everything as we need to. We got some amazing sponsors on board. We have Meguiar's, Blackview, and Grease Monkey gloves. Also, I think I have some in my pocket right now. I have their crew chief gloves in my pocket right now. We're gonna be using these. I know, I'm gonna be using gloves on the trip when stuff goes wrong in the car to help. And obviously Zach, I'll have them on the whole time. Wish us luck. This is gonna be a very interesting trip. We have probably almost 10,000 miles to do on both cars throughout the entire month of October. Some amazing stops, some amazing state parks. Something's probably gonna go wrong. When it goes wrong, we'll fix it. We'll show you guys. We won't hide anything. Thank you guys for supporting this road trip. Look forward to the rest of the videos coming from this road trip. Please share them with your friends, share them on blogs, whatever you guys are doing. I want this car to get as much publicity as we can, show everyone love that helped make this car possible. And then at the same time, we just want to enjoy ourselves, make cool content for you guys, hang out with our friends across the country and other YouTubers that you guys love. Yeah, wish us luck. We're going to finish doing what we're doing, and then we're going to get on the road, and this will start the next vlog, the first day vlog of the trip, the first official vlog. So thank you again to Meguiar's, Blackview, and Grease Monkey gloves. Let's get on the road for a month. Wish us luck.